Good afternoon, friends. Well, here we are. The bench is a mess, the bike is almost torn down, and we're at the last few bits here to take off this thing. Today we're going to focus on this dash, speedometer, dash base, and wiring. Once I get these few pieces off, that's it for this series. This whole bike has been taken completely apart, and hopefully you all have followed along and watched each piece come off. Anyway, let's get the camera moved and show you what we're working on today. Now I'm sure most of you remember the dash coming off. There's just a single nut on the top. We'll go ahead and unthread that. This goofy washer in place. Of course, your dash cover then comes off of the whole dash. The cover is actually an aftermarket replacement, it looks like. I don't see any markings to say that this is a Harley dash. The base itself looks original. I believe the ignition switch is original. The speedometer is not. When it comes to the ignition switch, there's a series of wires on here. Those are all screwed in place. We'll go ahead and unscrew each one of them. Now with all the wiring unscrewed, we'll go ahead and back the wires through the dash base here. Get everything kind of pulled back and out of the way. Next, we'll remove the speedometer. Typically, these have a post with a clip on the back side. Obviously, this one is a replacement speedometer, so it does have a nut and bolt combination. These are a 7/16. You'll see that sometimes on replacement parts. Also, while the speedometer is still in place here, we're going to want to undo the speedometer cable itself. And you can reach in there with a pair of needle nose pliers and slowly start to turn this thing so it'll come off. That's typically an easy way to loosen them. And the cable should pull right straight down through the frame. This one's got some tape on it holding it in place. I'm sure this has been fixed a time or two. And as you can see, that cable pulls right through the frame right here. Now we should be able to pull the speedometer up and out of the way. Of course, that frees the whole apparatus here. Now that the speedometer is out of the way, there's a series of bolts holding the dash base in place. There's a front one here, and there are two here. There's a frame horn section here. This is the speedometer mount. This is where the cable goes through. Obviously, this is where your tank mounts through, and then where your speedometer mounts on the front and middle here. So we'll go ahead and loosen those up. With the hardware removed, we can lift the dash up and tip it to the side here. On the bottom of the dash, you'll see all the lights, and then there's a couple of circuit breakers. I'm actually going to pull these breakers out and leave them with the wiring. From here, we'll separate the dash wiring from everything else. There's these Scotch locks in place. We can go ahead and pop these apart and then start pulling the wires out of them. With that last Scotch lock undone, we have our dash base completely pulled here. And this thing is ready to be sold with the rest of the dash. Now looking at the wiring, you can see some of the stuff is plugged in on the bike still. There's going to be some zip ties in place that are holding it. So we're going to go ahead and cut the zip ties from the frame. See this one for sure. And then here it's mounted to the frame, so we'll go ahead and unscrew this. If you notice here, this is your original frame bundle here. This is where the wiring would be bundled and then hooked to the frame. This is stock. And lastly, from the left-hand side of the bike, here's your wiring junction. I don't know if they call these a junction box or what they call these, but I'm going to go ahead and unthread it from the frame and then leave all these together, so this is all one unit. Now that I have the two studs removed, I'm going to go ahead and back the wiring out of this section. Got our battery cable and all these leads here. We'll try to keep all this stuff together. I know it's not factory, but it's all parts that were on this bike, and I'm going to sell them all as one. And there you have it. One complete wiring harness removed from this motorcycle. Obviously, there's a lot of cleaning left to do. It's take off some of these zip ties. The frame's got to go out and get power washed. There is a bottom skid plate down here that's got to come undone. There are 2 bolts on the bottom of the frame, and I'll show you that real quick. And there's some oil lines that got to be disposed of. But all in all, the frame is ready to rock and roll. On the bottom side of the frame here, you can see there's this skid plate. It actually sandwiches up here between the front mount here and the engine, and then the back side on this crossbar here, there are 2 1/2-inch bolts. We'll go ahead and unscrew those. One thing to keep in mind, inside of all this grime in here, there's a head to this bolt. Should be the same size. Obviously, there's a ton of stuff in here, and everything's going to kind of be in the way. We're going to hold this as best as possible to be able to unscrew this the rest of the way. And there we have it, one grimy, filthy skid plate removed. The 2 studs are still in the frame, so we'll push them up and they'll fall out. We'll cut off this oil line here. We'll cut off this zip tie here. And that, my friends, is a pretty bare frame. And there we have it. That's it. We're finally done with this project. Honestly, it's been a fun one. It's been great taking you guys along and showing you each one of these pieces coming off this bike. And hopefully it's been super helpful. You know, if you're looking to build a motorcycle, you might start at this video, since it's the end, and watch them all in reverse, and you can put one together. Hopefully it's helpful in one way or another. Obviously, as you can see, I've got a giant mess on my hands, and I need to do a lot of cleaning. I need to get these parts cleaned up, I need to get them ready to post, and then get them up on eBay. Much of this bike has already been posted, quite a bit of it has been sold already, and there's a lot left that I still need to sell. So if you're looking for parts and you're watching these videos, hopefully you've checked my eBay page to see what's on there for sale. Well, friends, if you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you got questions or comments or anything you want to talk about this build, or things I've taken apart, or you're just kind of not understanding exactly how some of this stuff works, drop in that comment section below. If you've watched all these videos and you haven't subscribed yet, why? I have to ask why. If you've seen all of these and you're interested in what I'm doing, subscribe to my channel. Help me grow this thing. I've got a lot of things in the works, and I want you all to follow along. The 48 back there is waiting for parts. I've got some things that I've just painted, and they're waiting to go on. I should be working on that this afternoon. So hopefully there'll be some videos coming out on that soon. Well, friends, as always, I appreciate you guys watching all these videos, sticking around to the end, commenting throughout, and helping me to disassemble this motorcycle. We'll catch you next time.